This is what I like to ask people when they don't know, how is it that trauma gets stored in the body and not just the mind? So I had this conversation with several ladies last night, and it was interesting how one of them had been adopted 2 days after she was born, but she was never told until she was 35. Do you think that she had a sense?
100%.
Going back to your story, even though there's no way that you have an explicit memory of your birth, no one can remember their birth, but yet you described having this sense in your body that something, I don't know, was different, was hard. How would you describe it?
Yeah. So what I would do, I would ask my mom, was I adopted? Right? All the time. She got so annoyed that I would ask her this question, right? It was just a feeling. It was just a very feeling, like it was just a feeling that something wasn't right. And I don't know how else to describe it, but I was born prematurely. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks without being touched by my mom. And I was a poor feeder. And so, I just always felt like I didn't even know that story. And it wasn't until I started doing my trauma work that it came up. Someone asked the question about the birth story. And I went back to my mom and I'm like, tell me about my birth. Because they were like, this is birth trauma. And I was like, birth trauma? What are you talking about? And I went back to my mom and I'm like, tell me about my birth. Like, I want to know, like, what was going on? And she told me the story and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I had that intuition all along, but I didn't know. Like, I'd never been told the story. And so I just had no clue that was part of my birth story and how it had affected me physically. Yeah.
So this is what I like to ask people when they don't know, how is it that trauma gets stored in the body and not just the mind? And so we can see how it does affect our psychology. But then you're describing this sense that your body has. And that is one aspect in which the body is impacted as well. Call that the somatic level, which is why eventually we're going to need to actually work on the somatic movement piece to that birth story so that your body can resolve it. Because if our body doesn't resolve something, even though we can try to change our thoughts and our beliefs, the body will continue to create those same beliefs